Okay, I'll start by asking you the history of the garden.
The community garden started last winter in terms of people starting to think about how we could get this off the ground. There was a lot of interest at the Sudbury Food Connections Network in starting a community garden, but it was just a matter of getting started. And a group of us formed a small subcommittee and looked to the Sioux as an example of a northern community garden. And we asked Suzanne Hanna, who's the coordinator there, to come and do a public talk about the garden and how it worked there for them. And we had an incredible turnout. It was kind of a community acid test for us just to see what the uptake was, and it was really remarkable. She came, I think it was in February, and we had this horrendous winter storm, and it was in the evening, but we must have had at least 60 people out that night to hear her talk about community gardening, and she had a wonderful presentation. And from there, we started to build on that interest and that momentum. We had a spaghetti supper. We started soliciting the direct neighborhood where we thought the garden would most likely go. We were wanting to start something in the downtown because our subcommittee knew that we wanted to be able to provide food for the food banks, for the community kitchens, collective kitchens, things like that. And we knew that there was a great need in the downtown. So we started to reach out to downtown churches, downtown social service organizations, and the uptake was very, very positive, as well as just local residents, neighborhood residents. And we started with starting a steering committee specifically to oversee the project, and we started brainstorming because there was no additional dollars. We didn't have any grant money or anything like that. There were enough social service organizations around the table who were willing to contribute upstart seed funding, basically to build the raised garden beds. So we worked really quickly. We were very committed to get things up and going. We didn't want to wait a year. We wanted to get something going at least last spring, and we did. On June 7th, we assembled all of our volunteers and bought the lumber and figured out how much soil we needed and decided on a design and consulted other folks about what designs work. And we built 12 raised beds, as you might be able to see from here, 4 by 8, as well as 3 communal areas for volunteers to work for the food bank and those programs.